It seems that fires within the government keep popping up faster than they can be put out, as Attorney General Mandelblit has now made clear that there is no way the courts will approve another extension for voting on the Haredi conscription bill. Speaking to cabinet ministers on Sunday, Mandelblit said that an extension could not be requested anyway, as the current December 2nd deadline is itself already an extension. So the problem for Netanyahu here is that he delayed the issue in efforts to avoid angering his religious coalition members, but now that there are no more delays, Netanyahu no longer has the majority necessary to pass reforms anyway. And if a solution isn't passed by Sunday, then the government will be left with two options: to draft ultra-Orthodox yeshiva students by the thousands, or to stand in violation of the law. Perhaps to his benefit, though, at least Netanyahu is acting defense minister as well, following Avigdor Lieberman's resignation, meaning that no one can force Netanyahu to enforce the draft or initiate early elections. But speaking of Lieberman's resignation, that brings us to another one of the coalition's so-called fires. When Lieberman left the coalition, the security cabinet was left with too many members in relation to the full cabinet. That means that the security cabinet has been operating in violation of Israeli law for the better part of 3 weeks. To solve this crisis, Prime Minister Netanyahu downgraded ministers Yuval Steinitz and Zev Elkin to be alternating security cabinet members. That means that they'll trade between voting rights and an observer status in the security cabinet month to month. But critics from the opposition have already called this decision a mockery of the security cabinet itself.